what the Jinen Roshi is saying. Although the things is very easy to read, easy to read, but it's tremendously hard to understand what he just teaching us, even in concept, in the concept. You see, that's much what we just thinking about ourselves and what true ourselves is, that's much completely different. That's the reason we have to do zazen. Only zazen, you'll be able to just realize who you are. That's the way Shakyamuni Buddha just realized who he was. You see that, as I just mentioned about before, that he is the first person who realized the truth of universe. Truth of universe. You see, what we just thinking about the universe in concept, that's it, entirely different from the true universe. If you just want to just realize what the universe is, you just do that, and then you just realize yourself, through yourself, you'll be able to just realize true self. Your true self is exactly same as true universe. Excuse me. Yes. Okay. Hi. Oh, Shizuka-san. Good morning, Shizuka-san. Good afternoon, Shizuka-san.
おはようございます。はい。
Good night. Good night. Hi. So we go back to today's text. Number 35. Number 35 is, it says, ever changing. What ever changing is, this is true ourselves. This is true ourselves. See, although I just said that the true ourselves is ever changing. Ever changing is a true ourselves. You never be able to just understand what I say, even in concept. You see, that much as I just mentioned about before, what we are thinking about ourselves is entirely different from what true self is, or who we are. That's much different. Difference is between the heaven and the earth. That's much different. See, our true self is when I face death, I just become death. This is my true self in this moment. Or in the light here and the light now, or in this moment. See, when I say face this, I just become death. See, this is my true self. Right now, right here. When I say, see, that's much. When I just see around like this, is how many changing just happened. How many changing just happened. See, each, what I say, each I just pass through is true ourselves. Would it be understandable? Would it be? Yes, that's your true self. You see, not this one. This one is a Dharma body. This one, not what people thinking about human body. This is the Dharma body. See, this is Dharma body. Our true selves, when I face death, I just become death. This is our true self. When I face this, these things I just faced is a completely disappear. Then this thing just happened. This appearing and disappearing, coming out and going away, is through ourselves. That's the reason people in my other Shakyamuni Buddha just mentioned other teachers what the true self is. People never be able to understand. Never be able to understand what the Shakyamuni Buddha just teach us, even in concept. That's much different, entirely different. That's the reason. That's the reason we have to do a zazen in order to realize who we are. Only zazen, as I just mentioned, only zazen you'll be able to encounter through yourself. Only zazen, only zazen. So, she just what she just teaching us for our true self, as true ourselves. No? This time he just says ever changing, ever changing. See, when you face this, and I just become this, and when just face this, I just become this. This changing. Just changing is our true self. He says so. He teaches us so. So, you know much about master, Zen master Dogen. He just, when he just met his teacher, Zen master Nyojo. When he just met Nyojo, he asked, even sutras say we are already always Buddha itself. Although it says so, I never understand. I never be able to understand that. See? So Nyojo, Master Nyojo says, you just recognize this one as yourself, the self. You recognize this one as yourself. Then the Master Dogen said, this is not ourself. What it is. See what the people thinking about. This one is the self. This one is true ourselves. This is entirely different. This is a completely misunderstanding. This is a cause us trouble, question, problems. This is not what we're thinking about ourselves. This is Dharma body. This is the Dharma body. See? So he just surprised to know what surprised to understand what the Nyojo, Master Nyojo said. So decided to practice with the Master Nyojo. Then, I don't know much about how many years already passed. With the Master Nyojo. But one day, when he just did that, the monk next he just said, just fallen fallen asleep. See? Then Master Nyojo just hit his shoulder with a kind of wooden sandal. It's very harmful. So when Nyojo, the Master Nyojo just hit him, exactly the monk who just fallen enslaved, surprised. But Master Dogen was so surprised to hear this sound. See, why he was so surprised to hear this sound is, see, before he just come up to this condition, this state, he thought, oh, Master Nyojo just hit the monk who just fallen asleep. Then this sound come up. See, but at that time, Master Dogen just realized this sound is through himself. This sound through himself, not this. That's the reason he was so surprised to recognize that. This sound. What do you think about? So he just rushed to the Master Nyojo and said, I completely cast off my body and mind. See? I completely cast off my body and my body and mind. You see? But the thing is here, Master Nyojo is a true teacher. He just realized the whole matter, because about what the true ourselves and what the universe is. See, he just completely realize what it is. See, so that when a master the Dogen said, I completely cast off my body and mind. He said, what do you say? What did you say? What did you say? It's not the truth. What? It's not the truth. You see, our true self is cast off body and mind. Cast off body and mind. See? Could you understand what the difference is? You see? Even the master the dog just realized who we are, but what he just realized and what he just realized and what he thinking about himself is separated. See, still separate. This is not true. That's the reason the Master Nyojo said that is not true. See, our true self is cast off body and mind. You see, cast off body and mind is this changing. See, this changing. You see, 10,000 changing. 10,000 changing in a second. 10,000 changing in a second. See, we never follow, we never chase this swift, quick changing in our concept. Impossible. But this Dharma body, this body, this with this Dharma body, we just completely chase or completely follow this change. See, when I face this, I just become dead without any gap, without any gap, exactly as it is. Oh, what do you think about? See, this changing is what the master usually says, cast of body and mind. This changing our true self. So you never say which one is true ourselves, because 10,000 changing in a second. See, you never be able to just judge or just follow or just chase this changing in your concept, in your thinking. You see, this changing, just this changing, see, 10,000 changing in a second is our birth and death. You see, that's much, or that many, our always birth and death. That's why do you have to worry about death and birth? Because you never be able to recognize. See, death and the birth. You never be able to. So why do you have to just worry about that? You see, it's entirely or totally useless to think about what the death, what is birth. You see, you know, because you never able to just recognize what's the death, what's the birth. You see. So, oh yes. So we have to go back to take. So what the master again says about ever changing. Ever changing is our true self. See? He says, he teaches us, we can be a dog. When I face this, we can be a dog. When I will be all right. Nothing happened. Nothing come out except nothing. Except nothing. Except nothing. Very good. Can you hear me? Oh, something. Yamaoka sensei. What's matter? Nothing matter. Sensei. Oh. Oh, black man. Okay. Sometimes something happens, but even something happens, that is nothing happen as it is, as it is. Okay, so what are the? He says we can be a dog, see, a moon or flower. we are made in such a way that we can be transformed into anything, but not to be deceived by any of them. This is a kind of explanations. But what he just wanna say is, when I face this, you just completely just become what you face, what you face. This is our truth. See, we are changing. We are changing so quickly. See, whatever you just face to, we just become. Sensei.
はい、OK です。
Okay. even Sensei says okay. We never be okay without okay. Very great. Congratulations. Anything happen. Even anything happen. But strange to say, wondrous to say, but exactly as it is. Nothing changed. Nothing changed at all. So not much. Our true self is so tremendous, so tremendous. You see, whatever what kind of changing just happened. Exactly, our true self become as it is, perfect, complete, nothing gap at all. You see, nothing gap at all. Even that changing just quickly happened. That changing quickly happened. So-called the 10,000 changing in a second. But this, our true self is completely chase, completely follow, completely become as it is, without any gap, as it is. See, this is our truth. This is our truth. So we can be a dog, a moon, or flower. We are made in such a way that we can be transformed into anything. See, this is these things. What what the Master Gien just mentioned about this just happened before recognition. Then after recognition, what's happening is not be deceived by any of them. Yeah, these things happen after recognition. See, before recognize this, I just become this as it is. See, so there is no separation. There is no separation between this and this. See, this and this. In another word, this is far beyond this stage. This context is far beyond the concept, thinking or thought. Then you recognize this. So kind of separation happens. Otherwise you recognize this. So when you recognize this, see, at the same time you recognize what you say the self. then kind of a separation just happen. That difference is as the Master Dogen says, difference between heaven and earth, far beyond the concept. When you face death, I just completely become distant, no separation.
Hmm.
Sensei,
Hi.
hi, so many black mass. Eventually happened. Nothing happened, but eventually happened. You see, oh, Sensei, where are you? Where are you? Sensei, where
Hi.
are you?
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. You're you're the you're the you're the another universe.
Yes, area.
Just come to our universe. See, so much distance just happened. So kind, never. Okay, never. It's all right. But the thing is, other parts, other people just never come out. Ah, yes. So, see, this is a very strange. So, see, each person just come out. See, but before this person come out, completely disappear. Nothing left at all. Exactly when I face this as it is, face as it is, nothing left is. Before I just see is a complete, before I just saw that a completely disappeared, nothing left at all. You see, complete, perfect, as it is. See? But you never deceived by function of memory. Function of memory. You see? So when I see this, you still have a kind of idea, kind of the things left in your mind. Then, these things just come back. These things just come back. No, that is not true. Never come back. Never, anything never come back to as it is at this time. See, this thing just come out. This is come out first time. Always first time. Never again, never come back. Always fresh, because first time, always first time. But what people just thinking about is the people just memorize the things just happened before. And then people see this and then, the things just happened before just come back, just come. That's easy. That's it. That is a kind of a trick of memory, trick of memory. Never come back. So that's the reason people, what people thinking about, the things just happened before is past. The things just happen is now, present. And there's things just maybe happen later is future. This is entirely misunderstanding. Always right now. Always right now. See, that's the creation. That's the creation of the thinking of a soul. That's a delusion. That's a delusion. The thing is, the true thing is right now. Always right now. Never happen what you think about the past. Never happen what you think about future. But future. First time I see you. First time. Who are you? Who are you? They're always the first time. That's the reason. See, what you think about the future, what you think about the past never happened. What you think about the future just happened right now. What you think about the past just happened right now. Always right now. Never what are the Jinen Roshi the teachers. Never never be deceived by any of them is thinking or thought. That's the thinking. That's the creation or imagination of the thinking or thought. Past and the future, even the present. What people thinking of present is thinking or thought. What you thinking about the present, past, or the future? Never happened. That's happened. All the things that happen is right now, right here. Hi. Hi. さあ、向こうへどうぞ。はい。So, never be deceived by your thinking. So, hi. If you are going to be transformed, you should be transformed to the fullest. See, even you just transform completely as you faced it. See, when I face this, I completely become different. You see, without any doubt, without any question, without doing anything. But this is a failure. This is a failure, I may say. Or this is whatever. This is the thing that's created by the thinking. You're gonna be deceived by this. See, when I face this, I just face this, I just become this completely, thoroughly become this. See, this is the truth. This is the truth. Then you recognize this because of function of recognition. Almost same things just happen. The function of the recognition, function of the recognition is a natural thing. You never denied it. You never did to take it out. You can never do it. So at a sign, when you just face this, and at the same time, the function of the recognition just happen, then you recognize this, then at the same time, you recognize this, then this one and this one completely separated with or by your thinking or thought. But that is not true. The truth is, when you face this, you just become this. This is our truth. Then so many times. I never know much about how many. only right now. very easy. So the thing is here. What other Jinen Roshi just mentioned, other wanna teach us is that we never be deceived by thinking or thought. This is the most important thing. We are completely deceived. We are completely deceived by thinking or thought, and we recognize now, or even now, you recognize the present or now. He just said, when you recognize now, that is the past. That is not the now. You never be recognized right now, right here. You never be able to just recognize right now, right here, because you and right now become one. See? Can't you hear me? No. Oh, yes. Okay. Sensei. Oh, yes. Good morning. So mysterious. So mysterious. But very, very fun because whatever happened, see the things as it is, whatever happened, things never change, but as it is. So, if you are going to be transformed, you should be transformed to the fullest. You should be transformed completely as it is. See, we are always acting like this. See, no problem like that at all. But the things is as I mentioned, then you just recognize the situation or states or condition is going on. Then the things is separated. between this one and this one. See? Then you recognize others, objects. This is not true. This is not true. This is a creation of thinking or soul, delusion itself. This is not true. The truth is before recognize the things, situation, condition. See, the thing, what's happening in that situation, condition is no separation at all, oneness. You never distinguish which is, you see, then you just recognize that's a later, before recognition. Nothing happened. This is the truth of the universe. This is the truth of the universe. This is true ourselves before recognition. So you can be anything you as you want, anything you want, as long as you don't let you be deceived by yourself. Deceived by yourself is deceived by thinking or thought. Because what are we thinking about the self or ourself is the thinking or thought just recognize it as a self or ourselves. Only this thinking and thought just recognize it as the self or the ourself. See, thinking or thought, that's the creation of the, even what we thinking about the self was ourselves, that's the creation of thinking or thought. So that when the thinking or thought completely ceased, completely disappears. What we just thinking about ourselves or the self is also completely disappear. No problem at all. So let you be deceived by yourself. Never be deceived by thinking or thought. Getting to know the truth of your free self. Getting to know or getting to recognize the truth of yourself as a free self. You see, our true self is completely free from everything, completely from everything. That's much completely peace and freedom itself. So why are we necessary to just seek for freedom or the peace? Oh, again, first time. Again, first time. What it is, what it is. Gerisha, what it is. Okay, so getting to know the truth of our true self. It's so enjoyable, so complete and useful. So nothing goes on with anything at all. So, but you'll be completely satisfied with yourself once you just encounter to yourself without anything, without having anything. You'll be able to completely satisfy with present to yourself. That is our true self. Getting to know the truth of ourselves, work fully driven by it. See? So you can just use anything as you want. You can just use anything because things just you face with your own thing. See? So when you face this, you can use this. When you face this, you can use it because your own thing. You can use anything as you want. So that's much free from everything. No problem, no question at all. Okay, that is true ourselves. Where is it? It is interact. It is. This is the most interesting things for us to be. This is the most interesting for us, for human being to be, to use, to make use of everything as you want, without any trouble, without any question. So it's interesting to really get to know the kind of self to ourselves. To ourselves is entirely different from what we think about the self. What we thinking about the self is so tiny, tiny like a human being. But our true self is a complete and universal. That's much different. That's much different. So once you just truly want to realize who you are. So Shakyamuni Buddha or the patriarchs recommend us. May recommend you to do zazen. Only zazen you'll be able to realize who you are. Who you are is a complete and universal, complete and universal. Okay, that's your choice. That's your choice. See, as I just mentioned, so only 1 meter, 1 square meter space is enough. 1 square meter space is enough. And if you have a kind of round question, that should be fine. If you don't, that should be fine. No problem at all. Just sit. Then whatever thinking or thought come up in your mind, thoroughly just throw away as the let's go then all as the that is enough. That is a true zazen. That's zazen. The Shakyamuni Buddha or patriarchs just recommend us to do. Then you'll be just realize, well, you'll be just encounter to yourself. This is a true original faith, is a true ourself. So within your life, you have to encounter this original faith, original or true self. Because even you cannot just even imagine what it is, what original faith is. That's entirely different, as I just mentioned about this original faith. It is our true self. Our true self is entirely different than what we're thinking about the self. Entirely, totally different. Yeah. Congratulations. never see you again. No. Okay, so it is a matter of common sense to say you know or you don't know. See, you knowing the things, not knowing the things is so time. Nothing concerned with what we can do right now. Nothing concerned. See, our true activity, what we are doing, in other words, what we are doing is a universal activity, universal action, not human beings' action. See, universal action, universal activity. They're entirely different. See, so that's reason you have to just realize who you are. Otherwise, you see, even you can just freely just move, act, everything what you are doing without any other question, trouble. But you say, you always, oh, this is good, this is bad. Oh, that's kind of either bothers you. You just act. You cannot act completely or thoroughly as what you are doing. See, it's in vain. It's useless. So once you just forget about your thinking or thought, then you become completely free from everything. Then you can act as you want without any question, any trouble. That's true yourself. That things you'll be able to just gain with Zazen. This Zazen I would like to recommend you to do. Right. Although the things just so many things happen, but very, very fortunately, always as it is. If things just happen, maybe happen. Nothing happened. Okay, congratulations. はい、ありがとうございます。Maybe once. the day after. Okay, merci beaucoup. Danke schön.